All right, Black Box Radio. Listen, I'm in the South Carolina studios. I'm excited. We about to start the Sister Circle. We are in the South Carolina All-Star Series. Like I am just spreading down south. You guys know I'm from Baltimore. Well, I'm actually from the South. Let's get it right. I'm from the South. I've been in Baltimore all these years. And so I sometimes say, because I went to Baltimore when I was 17. So now I'm back in the South. And I'm back and forth between Baltimore and South Carolina. But more than anything, I wanted to get acclimated with my home, with the peoples down here, with the Gullah Geechee, all of that good stuff. But this sister I got tonight, she ain't no Gullah Geechee. Y'all gonna hear this accent. It is not Gullah Geechee. I promise you that. But listen, I'm Queen. I'm the host at Black Box Radio. We are a multimedia platform illustrating Black excellence. We platform Black people. We expose Black genius. But more than anything, we disseminate information and information to our own Black community, but to other communities too. We want to provide an authentic face for a Black face. That's what we do 6 to 9 times a month. I need you to get on the train. I need you to like, share, subscribe. Let me tell you again, I need you to like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're trying to build this grassroots space where Black folks is just shining, grinning, and doing what we do. I'm putting our swag out there. So please like, share, subscribe. Go on to YouTube and hit the subscribe button and roll with us. Be a Black boxer. Stay with us. And also you can hit us up. We have a website, blackboxradio.com. And we also have email, blackboxradio@gmail. Hit us up, comments. If you want to come on the show, if you want to holler at your sister, just hit us up at blackboxradio@gmail.com. So that's really all of the business. I got one more thing to present, and then we're going to jump right in. So listen, we are a platform and we have space for your face. So if you have a show, you have a live, you have a blog, podcast, whatever you want to develop, we can help you develop it. We could do the back office, the production part of it, get it on the platform, do the group marketing, kind of shape your thoughts of what you want to do. So if you're in the South and you want to put something out there, we want you to come on the platform. If you're in the North and you want to put something out there, we want you on the platform. West, East, South, North, it don't matter. But we want it to be Black-centered platform. So everyone's welcome, but understand that we do Black here, and that's what we are, and we unapologetic about it. So that's what we do. So listen, I told you guys, listen, I wanted to really do some things in the South. And I'm down here feeling Charleston, South Carolina, and Charleston County and Berkeley County. Where you at, Regina? Are you in Berkeley County? What county
Dorchester.
you in? Oh, you're in Dorchester. Excuse me. So I thought you was in Berkeley County. Okay, so we touching because we touched Charleston. I mean Berkeley. We're gonna touch Charleston, and now we're in Dorchester. So that's what's up. So this is Charles. This is the Chuck in all the counties. Yeah. So we platform. We got four folks. So Regina is actually our 2 of 4. So we had Gary Lockwood on last Wednesday, where he talked about a cookout that he had. I went to on Saturday. It was popping, Regina. And so today it's you. So I want to introduce you guys to Regina Wilcox. Say hi to the people.
Hello, everyone out there in Black Box Radio world.
We are so happy to have you. I got to give people the fun fact. So I definitely got to give you guys the fun fact. So I move around a lot. So I'm back and forth between Baltimore and Charleston. We building this platform, but we're based in Baltimore. That's where I started, and so I get on the plane a lot. So I'm moving around a lot, and I get on the plane a lot. And I've been on the plane from Charleston a few times, and the few times I've gotten a plane, we're not going to mention the plane because they got to pay for advertising. They're not getting no free advertising out here. Regina, no sir, they will not get nothing free out here. So they need to advertise. That's right, they need to advertise in this joint. So I got on the plane, and a few times, maybe like 3-4 times in a row, this lady comes on and she sings. I was like, who is this? And I said, after the 4th time, I said, when I come on this plane again, and she brings her hind parts up here to sing anything, I'm going to talk to her. So I was late I think I missed my plane, and I was sitting in the airport, and she walked past me. I said, "Ooh, this is my chance. This is the singing plane lady." And and behold, this is her today. She is here with me. So it's just amazing. If you just talk to people people would talk back, and she was so nice and so congenial. We exchanged numbers, and today she's here with us. So, Regina,
Yes.
you hit us with that song. Are we gonna get that song?
If you want to hear it, I got it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Hit the song so when they see you, they'll know. Hit the little song right quick.
All right. So my little speech is: we know you have a choice when you choose to fly. Thank you for choosing my airline. Also, thank you for choosing us and spending your money with us. And
Hmm.
anybody that spends their money on my behalf, I consider them as being a friend. So I like to say, thank you for being a friend. Da, na, na, na. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant. Dun, dun, dun. And if you threw a party and invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend.
Ah, I love it. Listen, you see how we could black up a little smallest thing and we'll sold it right on that. You done put the church in the Golden Girl song. I loved it.
Yeah,
And everybody loves it. Everybody's like, woo, because it sounds so good on mic. So listen, thank you for doing that again. Thank you for being a friend. I
thank
love
you.
that's a song that was, I got to talk to that lady. So we can see that you are an artist.
Yes.
It is apparent. So you sing. What else do you do when it comes to art?
I paint. I
Mm,
do sidewalk art at work sometimes. I just recently painted a, a co-worker's fence for her. She wanted a mural. And like I said, I
hmm.
can't say that word mural. She wanted some painting on her fence. So I
Uh-huh.
painted it for her. So
Wow. And
yeah.
freehand painted it. Because I asked you, was this a stencil? You said ain't no stencil.
No, it ain't no stencil.
Ain't no stencil. So listen, I hear your accent. So kind of tell us where you're from. Where you're from? Where'd you come from? Are you from South Carolina? Talk to us about who you are.
So I am from Atlanta, Georgia. I was born at Grady Hospital. They call them Grady babies. So I'm a
Yeah.
Grady baby. I was born in the 70s.
Okay.
And I went to high school in Atlanta, or Stone Mountain, Georgia. When I got grown, I moved. I moved to Fort Lauderdale actually when I was 42. So
Mm.
Fort Lauderdale, yeah, I moved to South Carolina. So I've been in South Carolina now for 3 years.
So this is your third year in South Carolina.
Yes.
Okay, okay. Like it seems like everyone is like because you know the statistics, these words, the statistics. Listen, the numbers say. Yeah, I'm
Right.
not going to try. The numbers say that at least between 1 and 300 families move to this area per week. Like it has a draw of no other right now. Everyone is coming to the South, and people love Charleston, and they love
Yes.
the area around Charleston. And you can see it by the house prices. It's high to live
Yes.
in Charleston, baby.
Yes.
It is higher than most cities. I'm gonna tell you right now. You're coming down here. You better have your coins and
Mm-hmm.
all your money right, because they're not playing with you. But
Nope.
it's supply and demand, and then if the demand is high, the supply you're gonna pay for.
Yes, you are.
And so that's what's happening here. And so many people are coming to this area. What made you come to South Carolina?
Um, so I like how it looks downtown. I like the aesthetics of like the downtown area. So it's like Savannah. It is
Okay.
like a New Orleans. So I
Hmm.
like that, the yesteryear look. And it's just real quaint and quiet. I really like that. So that's
You know
what
what?
attracted me because Atlanta is just packed. So I needed to stay in the South, but I needed to be somewhere where, I felt welcome and I feel welcome in South Carolina.
I love that. I love that. I went to New Orleans, and the first thing I thought of how close it looks to Charleston.
Yes.
These water cities, and old cities. Um,
Hmm.
they have a lot of history. You feel the history. They have a lot of tourism, as New Orleans has a lot of tourism. You could see it, you can feel it. And then it has a lot of African American history. Like, this is
Definitely.
where they say 60% of Black people in this country, they have an ancestor that came through the harbors of Charleston. So
Yes.
from Africa, because this is a fun fact, from Charleston to Senegal, there's no land in between. So there's no land encumbrance from Africa to Charleston Harbor. You can come
Mm,
straight from Africa here. If you can swim, baby, then you can you
right.
can you can get to Africa from here, for real, for real. So, but fortunately and unfortunately, our ancestors came through, were stolen and came through these parts and built this city. And in the 1800s, Sister Regina, there were more Black people in Charleston than anybody. The demographics was 70% slaves
Mm-hmm.
and 30% Europeans. And now it's 80% Europeans.
Yes.
And yeah, and then the descendants of those great people are such a sparse part of the population. And so, but we about to change that because we moving some brown sugar down here, baby. So
Yeah, we
yeah, that's right. The
coming.
brown sugar's coming. You know, I'm coming and I'm bringing some folks from folk with me. We got to brown this spot up. But the blessings is such a beautiful place. It is so beautiful. I mean, the water. Do you go to the beach? If you like the beach, Charleston got the beach.
Yeah, I've gone to Folly Beach,
Okay.
the IOP as they call it, the Isle of Palm. So I've gone to those beaches.
Okay.
Yes,
Yeah. So, and I tell folks that be 10 minutes from your house, 15 minutes from beaches everywhere. You
right.
know, they're very close. So that's what makes it so. I think the draw is the water, and we can't talk about the weather. The heat, baby. It's warm all the time.
It's hot.
Hot. You're right.
Yeah,
It's hot. It's
yeah,
hot. And then you get hurricane season. So
yeah.
that is something that South Carolina has from July, I think, to October is
Mm-hmm.
hurricane season. It's raining now, though. It rained the whole day today, 100%.
Yeah, rain the last couple of days.
Yeah, the last couple of days. So would you, if you were telling someone, right, about South Carolina, what would you say? What would be your explanation since you've been here for 3 years?
Um, it's a place to come and get settled if you're looking to settle. There's
Okay.
still a lot of land. If you want
Yes.
to build a house, it's land everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
people speak about racism and stuff. I haven't experienced any racism. I found that everyone is, just as congenial as I am. So, I haven't experienced any type of situations where I just didn't feel comfortable in South Carolina. Um,
Okay.
you know, there are places that I've heard that you don't go to. Now, I have gone to a couple of those places, and but I still didn't experience what some people say that I may have experienced.
Mm. Well, God bless
Eddystone, yeah, Eddystone.
you. At a
Certain,
stone.
yeah, certain areas in Eddystone you don't go.
You don't go. Okay. I didn't know about the Edisto, but when I was living here, yeah, you don't mess with Edisto. But
Yeah.
I grew up here. I went to high school here. I went to middle school here.
Mm-hmm.
And it was very segregated. The communities were segregated. I grew up in
Mm-hmm.
a neighborhood that was 100% Black. It's gotten so affluent now that nothing is 100% Black.
Mm-mm.
Because soon as we move or we want to sell, the other folks come and buy it. So it has changed immensely. But I must say, I can't say I haven't felt any racism or segregation here. I felt a lot of it to the point where I did not even want to come back. That's the truth. I came back because of my parent, but
Mm-hmm.
being back for it's a few months now. Beautiful though. This is one beautiful place.
Yeah.
You can't deny that part. I don't know about the people yet. The jury's still out.
Yeah.
When it comes to the land, beautiful. And they've modernized it, Miss Regina. They got you go downtown, they got all the stores, baby. They got the Gucci, the Prada,
Yes,
huh,
all of that.
all
All
of
of
it. Don't think you down. Don't think you're not gonna shop. They'll shop you till you drop you.
right. Yeah. A lot of my passengers, we have to have them throw away extra bags because they done bought all of this stuff that they trying to bring on the plane. So we like, sorry.
Uh-uh.
Yeah,
Sorry, that got to
yeah,
stay in Charleston. Yeah,
right.
you
But
can
it's a
shop
lot
till
of
you
stuff.
drop here. Yeah, yeah, and they got a lot of stuff like them baskets. You know, that
Yeah.
sweet, them sweet grass baskets are still here, very traditional and
Hmm.
historical for the Gullah Geechee descendants. Beautiful, handmade. So it's a lot to come here to see, and
Yeah.
for Black people, I think the history too. Like we got
Yeah.
a lot of history here. You know, even though it's 89% white, we built this joint.
Yep.
You better know it. We built this joint. We definitely built this joint. So listen, tell us a little, like coming from Atlanta, you know, because I hear your accent coming from Atlanta and coming to, what did you expect? Did you expect what you're getting? What did you particularly expect?
I pretty much expected what I'm getting because moving from
Okay.
Fort Lauderdale is
Okay.
totally different. So, I mean, living in Fort Lauderdale is totally different. So,
Really?
yeah, in the in the Florida area, you have Haitians, Jamaicans, Puerto
Okay.
Ricans. So you have that different um, diaspora of Black folks,
Yep.
and they
Mm-hmm.
all got their different accents. So moving here, it's the typical South, Black
Yeah.
and white. So
Yep. Yeah.
it was what I expected.
It's what you expected.
Yeah,
What did you
I'm from
expect?
Atlanta.
Did you understand the tongue? Because you know they got their own accent too,
They
baby.
got their accents down here. They say, I from Charleston. Yeah, I'm like, where you from? I from Charleston. I'm like, okay.
I'm from down yeah. I'm
Yeah,
from down yeah, baby.
they said I'm
Yeah,
cheering.
they have
So
their own accent too.
yeah. I say cheering all the time now
You're
because
right.
they taught me them cheering. So
Them churn. Yeah. You know
for
what?
those of you all who don't
I was
know,
so
that is
ashamed of it.
children.
It's
You
children. It's churn,
ashamed?
baby. Churn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was ashamed when I first, because I was ashamed of the accent. You know, when we were growing up in school, we got teased for the
Oh,
way we talked by our white counterpart part.
okay.
And
Okay.
yeah, so that was something I wanted to get rid of my accent. And you know, I didn't think I had a heavy accent. I don't know. But I wanted, and when I got to Baltimore and I went to college, you know, I kind of didn't want that accent to be so embedded in me. And now I wish I had it because I love
Right.
it. When I hear my cousins talk and my family talk, it sounds like home.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
you don't have a Charleston accent at all. You
I don't.
don't.
It's gone.
No.
Yeah, it is definitely gone. I don't have it. And sometimes I wish for it because I hear my cousins. Sometimes I don't even know what they're saying, baby. I'm like,
Right.
slow down now. You got to slow down, bro. It's been
Right.
a while. They get going. I'm just like, what? What you just say? It is
Yeah.
almost like their own language. It's beautiful, you know. It is beautiful, and I tell us we even like your accent. We got to hold on to these accents because we put our English we put our swag on English wherever we are. You go to New Orleans, they talk a little different to the Black folk.
Yeah, they go by their mama house and make grocery. Yeah, in New
And they
Orleans.
said
That's how,
New Orleans. They said
yeah,
New Orleans. They
New
don't even
Orleans.
say the whole. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So everybody got their tongue, and it's a beautiful thing. Black people do everything, so it is a beautiful thing. So, what is like your? Do you want to stay in this area? What do you think of Charleston? Is this going to be home? Because we ain't trying to let you go.
Yeah, I like Charleston. I really like Charleston. But I'm more of a beachy town type, like a Florida beach type of beach. So I've been wavering back and forth. I have.
Okay, you've
I've
been
been
wavering.
wavering. Yeah, do I want to stay in Charleston and live like out, further out,
Uh
or
huh.
just go to Florida and be around the beaches?
Well, Florida is very beachy. I mean, but you can be beachy here if you want. But if you want to beachy here, you better have some cashy.
Yes.
Your
Yep.
money better be right if you want to be beachy here. If you want to be real
Yep.
close to the beach, they millions. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Yes.
You dropping a lot of racks, so it's a
Yes.
little different. But Florida, like everybody, it's like the beach is everywhere. You know, this is very close to the beach, but Fort Lauderdale, you live in the beach. Daggone. It's
Yes.
I'm telling you, so close. And so I can kind of understand that. So when we start, I wanted to tell you, and I said, I'm going to say it on air so she'll know. When we start our events, you got to be there. You got to be the host. You got to be our host. You got to
I
be
will
the
be
host.
there. I will be
You,
there.
you got to be the host. I said, I got my resident host, Miss Regina. She gonna kill
Yeah.
us. So because when you get on the mic at the plane, it's like you shine. The mic is your friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what
Yeah.
you gonna do with this art? So how are we gonna express this art? That's what I want to hear. Because you're an artist. How are you gonna express it? What you gonna do?
Yeah, I just do it as it comes. My mother is so mad with me because she says, "You are giving away your talent." Like, so and I understand, but I just I just feel like I have it to give. If
Mm-hmm.
it's never been anything pressed on me to sell, it's just to give it away. God gave me the thought process to do it, so I'm just gonna share it how He gave it to me.
Well, that's love because a lot of
Yeah,
people are packaging their talents. So
yeah,
that is a lot of love that you're giving to the community. But I mean, when did you know? I always ask artists this because us who don't have any talent, we can't draw, we can't sing, we can't dance, we can't do nothing. But everybody has a talent. We just gotta find what we're good at. But
yes,
us who cannot express like a singer, because everybody wants to sing. I don't care who you are, you be getting in that shower, baby, you give it
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Everybody wants to sing. So when did you know that you had this talent, these talents? Because you have a few.
As far as entertaining, I knew I had that talent when I was a little girl because my grandmother would always laugh at everything I did. My grandmother. So it didn't matter what
Okay.
I did. If I peeked around the corner and said, "Grandma," she would start laughing. So, she helped me just develop my character as far as who I actually am. You know,
Okay.
I've never been afraid to speak to anybody, and I don't think I've ever really been embarrassed. So, I do have my limits on what I do or what I won't do, but basically my character I developed, just from having, a grandparent that laughed at what I did and didn't say, go sit down somewhere or anything like that. So,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah. She loved her baby. She said, "Oh, my baby is my
yes,
baby is talented. I'm gonna laugh at whatever she
yeah,
wants." That's love. And that, you know what? I think as children, that's something we should do is let children just let them explore,
yeah,
let them be anything they want to be
right.
in your house. When they leave, they can pick their spots. But in the
Hmm.
house, let them be silly, let them be crazy, let them be mad, let them do it all. Sometimes we want kids to be in a corner, but they should be able to express. And
Right,
so your grandmother was the one who said, "Listen, I see something." So
right.
she giggled at everything. So you're a comedian too?
um, they say I am. Yeah,
You
yeah,
done made me laugh a few times. I was like,
yeah,
she's a comedian. So you're a comedian. You can make somebody laugh. You can sing. You can draw freehand. You can paint freehand. What else?
I
You're a
speak
rapper?
Spanish. No, I speak Spanish.
Re-
Yeah. Hablo español. Aprendes español más en la Georgia State in Atlanta. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you bilingual. Look at this. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Oh my. So you're bilingual. You got so many things you can do. Wow. So on the plane, you're able to speak to the Spanish folks. Yeah.
Yes.
And how did you go to class or you just picked it up? How did this happen?
So I actually took Spanish in high school.
Okay.
Um,
I think we
for
all did. We don't remember
2 years.
though.
Yeah, then I took some in college. And
Mhm.
I guess I really was paying attention because, when I moved to Fort Lauderdale, that's when it really came in handy.
'Cause you
So,
can use it.
yeah, I had the
Yeah.
passengers who would come up to me and say, I say I don't speak English. Then I say, okay, la pasar con la letra A primero, B segundo, y C la última. Then they look at me like, oh. So
They,
yeah,
they didn't know that would come out.
right.
Yeah. Okay. So you
Yeah,
speak Spanish, and I'm sure you can really use it with the job that you do. So you're able to yeah, because languages you need to practice them. I took French, but I don't even remember a few things now because I don't. It's a language that you need to speak,
right.
and so you're able to talk to passengers and keep it fresh.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what's up. So very young, you knew you was some type of artist.
Yeah, I was something. I don't know what it was, but I was something. Yeah, I
You
got in
was.
trouble a lot. Yeah, got in trouble a lot in school just because I was a busybody, talked a lot, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah, that
Did you
typical
do the
type.
talent shows and all of that when you were young? Were
Yeah,
you doing?
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, a
yeah.
lot of talent.
I was on the Wheel of Fortune like 3 years ago. Yeah, I
Did you
did
win
that.
some money?
I did. I won some money. I won some gift cards. Yeah, I had a good time.
I didn't know if really people could go in there. Oh my gosh,
Uh,
really?
yeah,
That chick is from Myrtle Beach too. Yeah, she's your sister. She's from
yeah,
Myrtle. Yeah, she's from what her name? I forgot her name.
Vanna.
Van Vanna White. Yeah,
Yeah, Miss Vanna.
she's from South Carolina.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. So you went up, you love so you one thing about you too, you gamble too. You like to be around,
Ooh,
like to win some
child.
money.
I love me some casino.
Really?
Yes,
You can perform in a casino for sure.
girl. Yeah, I learned how to play at the casino from an aunt that was a preacher. Yeah, she showed me how to put the money in the slot machine and pull the thing, and
Uh-huh.
it spun around, and it got all sevens right there on the screen. And
How
she
much
said,
that is? How much money is that?
"Well, so I only put a quarter in it, and
Oh,
when I put a quarter in it, it only gave me $10. But she said if you would have put the maximum amount, which I think would have been like $5, she said you would have won $200,000. Yeah. So I was 12 years old learning that.
so you
And
got the bug right there. 200.
yeah,
That made you think, wow, $5 would have gave you 200
yeah,
grand.
yeah, we had gone on a cruise and on the cruise ship they got the little casino. So she was showing me that. And from then on, yes,
You like the
I
casino?
love me a casino.
Yeah. Do they have them in South Carolina? I don't even know.
They
Uh,
have one in Cherokee, North Carolina.
Cherokee. So that's
Yeah,
that's
it's
Indian.
about
That's a
mhm,
reservation, probably,
yeah,
right?
it's about a
Okay.
4 hour drive.
Okay. Look at you. You know now.
I know.
You
I
know.
know.
You know what a casino is. I love it. I love it. So did you come here alone? Did you bring family? Are you here by yourself in South Carolina?
Me and my son, I have a son that's 21. So he
Okay.
came.
He
Yeah.
came with you. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you guys are does he like South Carolina?
He's getting acclimated to it because he grew up basically in Fort Lauderdale. Because when we moved to Fort Lauderdale, he was a younger boy, so
Yeah.
he pretty much grew up in Fort Lauderdale because I was there 8 years. Yeah.
Okay. So now he's learning the low country.
And he started to talk like that too. Like when you ask the question, most people say, "Isn't it?" They say, "Ain't
In
it?"
it. In
Ain't
it.
it?
They
Yeah,
say in it. In
ain't
it.
it? Right.
Yeah.
Like they
They
say,
say
"Mama, you going to the store, isn't it?" And I'm
in it.
like, "Yeah."
That's what they say. Ain't no ain't it. It's in it, baby.
Right.
And
So yeah.
listen, my cousins down in the country, they say any. Girl,
Oh,
any. They don't even say the T. They say any.
mm, isn't
I
it?
love it. Yeah. Any. They're like, girl, any? I said, what?
But I do have a daughter too. She's still in Atlanta, and I
Okay.
have two grandchildren. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
she's 36.
So she's still in Atlanta. So you can, if you go to Atlanta, you'll be back with your family too.
Yes,
Yeah. And if you stay here, you won't be far from your family.
won't be
So
far.
yeah.
Right.
Or you can go to Florida. Wait, no, you ain't
Yeah.
going to Florida. No, 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 no. I don't even want to hear that. We gonna get you working. We gonna show that art. You ain't gonna want to go nowhere.
Right.
Nah, yeah, yeah, we're gonna get you working because that's one of the things that I want to do is some events here Because I just think that we as Black people, we need to have some fun, need to do some fun stuff. We
Right.
need to have some fun places to go. I'm not saying that there's no place for Black people. I'm just saying that I don't see anything for Black people. That's all I'm saying. Well, maybe
Right.
there is. Am I wrong?
Um,
Because I don't see no thing exclusively for Black people.
well, we got to learn how to do that rodeo thing.
Oh, you mean with them fans?
Yeah, where them fans at? Whoa, I got my boots on the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah, we got to
I
go
gotta
do
get my
that.
fan, baby. Listen, I gotta get my fan. I was telling my cousin, like, where is these fans? I gotta get one. They be popping them fans like they breaking
Right.
somebody's neck.
They got some at the Dollar Tree. I saw some at the Dollar Tree.
Girl, I'm gonna get me a fan because Saturday I was embarrassed. They was them fans at the cookout. They was clicking them fans like, and they was
Yeah.
doing, girl, they was doing this dance called the alligator. Buck
Oh,
Smooth. They was tearing them fans up. You hear me?
I bet.
Yes, they was tearing those fans up. So I definitely have to. I gotta get my fan. So yeah, we got to do some rodeo stuff or some country western stuff.
Right.
I think that's the
So
thing now.
it is. How about when I sung my song on the plane the other day? Some ladies took their fans out. And Ooh, yeah.
Girl, do
I
you
think,
know they say they doing the fans in the church? Like that's what my cousin said. She said, "Girl, they do this. They clap and they stop and they do the click. Then they start.
Lord have mercy. Yeah.
Only Black people. That's
Black
how we
people.
do.
Yes.
That's only how Black people do. That's how we roll. We
Yeah.
just make it happen. So that I just love South Carolina. I love the South, and I love particularly how it presents. It's just a different presentation. If you go up north, it's not like the South.
Right.
Ain't nothing like the South. Ain't nothing. Have you ever lived in the North?
No.
Oh, you've
As a
always.
child, I have, but I don't remember.
Mm.
We lived in Chicago when my daddy was in medical school. And I don't remember because I was a child.
So you're Southern Belle for sure.
Yes. I
Southern
am.
Belle for
Yes.
sure. So tell the people what do you do for fun here? What's for fun to do in South Carolina? We trying to acclimate us Northerners with the South. So you got to tell
Mm.
what's to do here. What's the food? What's the Southern food? Is it red rice?
Well, they make red rice, and that's something I don't know how to make. No. Because we don't
Baby,
eat
you
red
can't be
rice.
down here and don't know how to make no red rice.
We don't eat red rice in Atlanta.
Really? We
No,
know
not like
red
that.
rice. Red rice is something that's from Africa. They do a jollof
Yes.
rice. And
Mm-hmm.
jollof and we do it's the same thing. It's just we've just made it a different way, but it's the same thing. Red rice is just like jollof rice.
Right.
And
Okay.
so yeah, so they do a lot of red rice, but that's just tomatoes and rice. It's so good.
Right. And okra. So I take that back. It's a lot of Nigerians and Africans, well, Africans, period, in Atlanta. So
Mhm.
I'm sure they do the jollof
They do the
rice.
jollof, yeah. So jollof rice and red rice is the same. The difference with jollof is usually spicy. Red
Mm-hmm.
rice is just tangy
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes sweet. We sweeten everything up.
I can't stand sweet tomatoes, so
But they throw
yeah.
that sausage in there, baby.
Yeah.
That sausage and that brown sugar make you kick somebody.
But
And I
yeah,
can't
for
eat it no more because I don't eat meat, but I love me some red rice. Yeah, I love some red rice. But yeah, I think that's the staple here more than because you don't
mm-hmm.
get red rice in many places. But red rice, macaroni and cheese, but red rice is definitely a thing for down here. You go to the restaurant, they got red rice.
Yep.
Yeah,
They got
yeah, yeah.
fried green tomatoes and they got the pimento cheese.
You like that?
So when I was a little girl, me and my cousins were at my grandmama's house and we were hungry.
Uh-huh.
So my cousin called her mama and told her we were hungry. And she
Okay.
came with some pimento cheese sandwiches. And I
Pimento
stayed
cheese.
hungry. Yeah, because I didn't want that. So
Oh wow.
when I got grown and moved here, I went to a
Mhm.
restaurant that had fried green tomatoes and pimento cheese. So I said, okay, I'm grown, I'm gonna try it. That was some of the most delicious cheese I had ever had.
Really?
Fried
I
green tomatoes and pimento cheese.
That's a southern meal right there. I don't know nothing about that.
It's good.
I definitely don't know nothing about know anything about no pimento cheese. Isn't that the
No,
cheese with the little red specks?
it's got some little specklets in it,
I know.
but
I don't know
you'll
nothing
like
about
it.
that.
You'll
Yeah,
like it. And I had
I
some
like it.
pickled okra with it.
Pickled okra. No, no, no. See, you a little southerner than me. I got to get a little acclimated.
It's good.
Yeah, so I nah. Okay, so we're gonna try that. We're gonna go out. We're gonna try that, but I don't know about that. I don't like no pickled nothing. I don't like pickles. Ugh.
It's good.
It's good. Okay. Well, listen, I'm down to try it. I'm definitely down to try. I'm trying to really get immersed in this Southern culture. So I'm gonna need some people to hold my hands, but I'm trying to get it. But this is the beginning of like a series we're gonna do. Every month I'm gonna have somebody down from South, from down here or Mississippi or Arkansas. I don't know too many people. I'm gonna find them. Memphis. I want to talk to Black folks in the South. And I think a lot of times we don't have a chance to kind of know what other people are doing in other parts. So I definitely want to be able to. So Blacks in the South is coming, a Southern Soul series. So
All
we
right.
yeah. So you definitely 2 or 4 in that. I'm gonna let me see. I want to present something. Let me do that. Let me show. I want to show the series. Let's do that. Let me see. I'm gonna share my screen, Miss Regina.
All right.
All right. Oh, I don't know if I like this share. No, I don't like this share.
Oh,
You said,
I'm,
"Oh,
I'm waiting, blinking my eyes, looking
okay,
for.
yeah, yeah." You looking for it? Here you
Yeah.
go. Right, Char. So this is the series.
Okay.
So last Wednesday we had Gary. Tonight is Miss Regina. Then on Wednesday we're gonna have Boss Geechee Eat. She has a that's her LLC. She has a food truck where she sell all the Southern food, baby.
Okay.
But she's from South Carolina, but she actually lives in Alabama. But she comes here and vends food on the weekend, so she's in South Carolina a lot. And then
All
we
right.
have Jennings Jackson. He's a licensed contractor, so I want him to come on because folks need to know about if they want to build a house or where they want to do some things with contracting. So this is my first 4. So I wanted to show you the the first 4 people in the in the series.
Nice.
So you see you up there,
I
number
see me.
2.
Hey, girl.
I love
Yes.
that. Yeah, so we're gonna have 4 in this series. But Jennings actually is from the contractor. He's from Maryland,
All right.
and he's been here for 20 years. And yeah, he's building houses for Habitat for Humanity.
Oh.
Yeah, so he's been doing that for I think he worked for them for 11 to 15 years or so. And now
Mm-hmm.
he's contracting himself. So I'm gonna speak to him when I'm in Baltimore. So I'm gonna be in Baltimore. He's gonna be in South Carolina because he's from Maryland. So that's gonna be a good marriage. So
Yes.
listen, you guys got to check into the series. I need you to like, share, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are definitely going to keep riding with the South. We have all this content this week. Just keep checking us out. Um, these these bugs down here, Miss Regina.
Like, what was that? A mosquito?
No, what? I think that was a mosquito. Jesus. These bugs. But yeah, so we are, excuse me, y'all. That's the South. The bugs kind of comes out of everywhere. I think that was a mosquito. But yeah, so this series is gonna keep rolling. So let me ask you a question. When you've been around South Carolina, where would you tell people to settle? Where's the best spot you think in South Carolina? Like Somerville, what do you think is best to kind of settle at?
I like Somerville. I do. I'm partial to Somerville right now just because I live here. And it's still a lot of undeveloped land. It is becoming
Mm-hmm.
very populated. It is. So people are moving to
It is.
Ridgeville. People are moving to Manning.
Okay.
So, but it's
Okay.
still a lot of, wide open spaces out here. It is. Have your own little
Yeah.
barndonium or whatever you want to build out here. So, yeah.
Wow. So my goodness. It is a lot of land to develop, and you can go farther out because if you come into like the Charleston, Mount Pleasant, those side, you got to have your money right.
Gotta
They
have your
coming,
money.
they coming
Yes.
for your pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean, I just looked at like a 1 bedroom apartment, $2,200. They not
Mm.
playing.
Yeah,
I
well,
mean, studio. Excuse me, it was a
yeah.
studio. They're not
Oh, yeah.
playing.
Mm. Yeah, my place is a bit expensive as well. I think it's because I have the pool view. I have the view of the pool, the swimming pool.
Of the pool. Okay, so
Yeah,
yeah, you might not want to be in a. You don't want to be in a pool. It might be a little cheaper. But let me
right.
tell you something. These prices rival. I mean, it's higher than Baltimore. So actually,
Oh,
these apartments are higher than the city that I live in.
really?
Now, New York is gonna fight, but definitely Baltimore and even DC. I mean, it's rolling very high. So you can move out
Mm.
to the county in like a Dorchester County or a
Right,
Berkeley County. But if you want to live in Charleston County, I'm trying to tell you, get your cash together.
right. Yeah, because I'm taking the mortgage loan officer course. I've actually taken the course and I passed it.
Okay.
I sat for the national test. The passing score is a 75. I made a 72. So anyway, I got to do a little more studying. But I'm mentioning that because I found out about these urban loans through USDA. And South Carolina still has so much undeveloped land that's still considered, urban, that
Hmm.
they will give you a loan. You can get a loan easier than you can get a conventional loan when you buy this land through the USDA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you go get that rural, it's a
Rural.
rural,
Thank you. Why am I saying urban?
yeah,
Rural. Rural loan. That's the part
rural.
I
Yeah,
didn't
urban
have.
is more city. Yeah.
Yeah.
The more you go out rural, the USDA will definitely give you some incentives to develop this land. But
Yeah.
you go to the rural counties and it's a good deal
Yeah.
because trust me, they coming your way. They keep building up
Yeah.
so fast before you know it will be a big city.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
so
yeah.
that you're right. So you think you're gonna write some mortgages at some point?
I'm gonna be a loan officer, so at some point, part time,
Okay.
just part time, just educate myself a little more about the mortgage and finance industry because I used to be a real estate agent.
Me too.
Before I started working for the airlines, I was a real estate agent full time for 20 years.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah,
So you definitely the housing. So housing here is something, and trust me, they're building developments all the time. They push
yes,
down so many trees. All,
yes,
everywhere you go, they're pushing trees down. So
yeah,
it's a lot of opportunity for people to come out and pick up some land. We need some black people. Listen, I'm appealing to you. Come to the South. The South is popping. Where them
yes.
fans at? Hit them with the where them
Where the
fans at.
fans at? Yes.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you, it's popping down here. It really is. And this is a person who's lived up north for 30 years. Like, I love it here. I can't get enough of it. And the weather in the winter, y'all know how the winter is. We doing snow,
Yes.
we cold. They was in
Ooh,
flip-flops in December, baby.
yeah,
Flip-flops.
yeah,
That's how they roll down here. So not only do they have the beaches, they got the good weather. So you just want to talk about how, especially a person like you who's an implant, like you're here, but you've only been here for 3 years. So you're kind of new to this area too. You're learning
yeah,
as you go. Yeah.
yes.
Because Georgia isn't on the water. Atlanta isn't on the water. Is it on the
No,
water?
Savannah is, but not
Savannah
Atlanta.
is, not Atlanta. Yeah. So
Right.
you're in a port town again. Fort Lauderdale was on the water, and
Hmm.
you back to a port town. Mm,
Yes.
mm, mm. So we don't want you to leave South Carolina, Miss Regina. We want you
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
stay in the South. So another thing, we got to talk. This is Sister Circle. What about the men down here, the Southern men?
They real nice. Yeah,
Hmm.
they nice. They hospitable, and a lot of them down here are retired from the service
That's
because
true. It's base here. The base is
yeah, they
here. The
got the
Navy
base here.
base. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a lot of them are retired from the service. Just very nice, mannerable men, that grew up in the country, helping
Hmm.
out their mamas and families and stuff. So yeah.
A lot of that's going on. So, oh, that's something. Yeah. So I just
Yeah.
trying to get the ladies some, we want to be with the men.
Right. They
Try
need
to
to
get
go to
the.
the rodeos. Them rodeos they having.
So, do they
Yeah.
have black rodeos here?
They have rodeos, but I don't think they call them rodeos. They just be a bunch of black folks out there with some horses. So I don't know what they actually call the get
And
together.
dancing. All we need is music, food,
Yeah,
and each other. That's all
yeah,
we need. That's one thing about
yeah,
black people. We don't need much. Give us a space, some
yeah.
music, and food, and we're gonna make it happen.
Mhm.
And now you gotta have your fans. Once you got
Now
your
you gotta
fans,
have a fan.
you gotta have your
Yeah,
fan and add the fans to it. You can't. I'm
yeah.
gonna travel
Where them
with no fans.
fans at?
Yeah, where no fans at. That's where it's at right now. So now you gotta have. I'm telling you, that guy who made that song, he made a classic.
Yes, he
I'm
did.
telling you that song is gonna. I think this whole summer, next summer, and maybe the summer after, it's never going away. It's like remember how the electric slide went on for like
Yeah,
10 years.
right. Do the electric slide at funerals. Now they finna be doing the fan out there.
That's what
Yep.
they're doing. I was telling my cousin the other day, I said that electric slide started this. It started these
Yep.
line dance. Every song they make now, they line dance. I swear
Yep.
to God, they can't make a song with line dance and attached. So
Right.
that's black though. I love that about us. It's like we will create out of nothing. That's the beauty of a
Right.
black. And I listened to you hit the Golden Girl song. You done sold that up. You done put that in the church and brought it back out. So did you ever sing in the choir? Were you a church girl?
So I was a choir member at Fairfield Baptist Church in Atlanta. Well,
Oh,
in Stone Mountain. I was
Stone
an
Mountain.
alto. So I sung
Alto.
my part. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So yeah,
Yeah.
because you know that we all got that church background.
Yep.
So yeah, yeah. So you you was killing it in the church. So are you
Yeah.
attending church in the South?
So, because of my work schedule, my Sundays usually I'm working. Every now and
Hmm.
again, I may get off. So, I have attended a few churches here. I've gone to one of my coworkers' churches in Manning. He's a preacher. I've gone to a couple of the faith churches, the Seacoast churches. So,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
I've
got
made my
Seacoast here.
rounds at the churches. Yeah.
And Seacoast is a multiracial church, so it's
Yes, it
all
is.
populations. It's a diverse church,
It
and it's
is.
big. And I think they have a few of them. The one in Mount Pleasant is huge.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so that big church. It's a real big congregation and a diverse
Mhm.
conversation, probably which is good. Um, but I'm used to that country down home black
Right,
church side. I'm sorry,
right.
that's what I'm used to.
Singing the hymns and
Yes,
yeah. It's
yeah, and clapping.
yours to keep. I have. And did the deacon say, who gave his son my soul to save and fitted for the sky? Who gave? So I can go on and on. Yeah, that's them songs
You
from
done
them.
took us to church. Look at
Yeah,
you done took us to church.
yeah.
Only you. You could do it all. I love that about you. I love that about you. You could just out of the blue, you just start singing. So do you
Yeah.
sing a lot when you're just around? Are you always singing? Is that something you do all the time and don't even know you're doing it?
Don't even know I'm doing it sometime. One of my coworkers' wife's birthday was the other day. So I called her, left a message, and sung her a made up birthday song. So, just because I felt like it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's a
Yeah.
beautiful thing. It's good to have that gift, and it's a gift that keeps on giving for sure. It definitely does. So listen, you're saying when people are taking a plane, they can look outside and see your artwork. So you do chalk on a deck.
I do chalk on the sidewalk sometimes. So like we got a big picture window and
Mm-hmm.
I draw whatever I think about drawing. So, some people see it and say it's real nice or whatever. I don't draw it, for the crowd to see it. Just draw it because I feel like drawing it. So, people
Yeah.
see it. Yeah.
So it sounds like art to you is You have so much talent, you just use it at any time, but it's therapy too.
It's therapy. It's
Yeah.
my
Okay.
of way out of things going on in everyday life sometimes.
Yeah, 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 yeah. 'Cause, I mean, I think that's the expression of it. I always say that art is oxygen. It's what we need to breathe. Like everything that we do, we're expressing, and we don't even know. We take it for granted. And,
Hmm.
just like when you buy a house, the first thing you want to do is throw some stuff on the wall or paint it. You want to make it yours. So you're express you out of what it is. Even your clothing and how people dress. Some people walk by you like, God. They look, they so well look so put together or they're so colorful. So art is just something that we're doing all the time. And if we didn't have it, the world wouldn't be as pretty as it is.
No,
It
not
makes
at
yeah, it makes the world beautiful.
yeah.
And you're so blessed to have so much in you. You like a walking art, your artscape. Let me tell you, Baltimore they have the biggest art festival in a country. In the country, it comes once a year. It's huge. You ought to come to it one time. It's called Artscape.
Okay.
Yeah, and they have everything with art. And they put art in the street and they also have Micah. Micah is probably the most expensive art institute in the country. It's in Baltimore.
Mm.
And so a lot of those students are involved, but it takes over the whole Baltimore and it's once a year. It's beautiful. And so artists from all over the world come to that and bring their art. And so it's really an experience. And then they have, of course, singers. They have
Hmm.
celebrities that come in and sing, and so it's really nice. So they had that once a year. I know you have like Spoleto here, right? Is
I'm
Spoleto
not
like?
sure. I'm not
I think
sure.
it's called Spoleto. I don't know if it's an art festival, but I know it's a
Um,
festival. They've been having this since I was a kid, so you should check that out too.
um,
Spoleto, that's here. Yeah,
yeah,
so they have a lot of art stuff. And Charleston is an artsy place.
it
It,
is.
yeah,
Yeah,
it
because
has
I go to the market sometimes and I see, some of these paintings and stuff that are very nice. So yeah,
very nice. Yeah, yeah. It's
yeah.
a lot of art, and those baskets is art.
Hmm.
It's a lot of different art. Art things in Charleston. So that's what I love. So, what? Give me 3 words to describe Charleston. We're 50 minutes in. Give me 3 words, 5 words that you would describe Charleston, where the South.
I would describe it as vibrant,
Vibrant, mm,
innovative.
innovative.
Yeah, because you got Bosch here, you got Boeing here, you have Volvo, so you have a lot of big companies where
Got
you
jobs
know
here.
jobs,
Yeah.
peaceful,
Yes.
serene,
Yes.
and a place where a lot of opportunity just is. Period. I was in a play 2 years ago in Somerville. With the Flower Town Players. I was in a play, Miracle on 34th Street.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, I was the judge in that play. So it's a lot
Oh,
of opportunities here to do just a lot of things as well.
a lot of things. Because, people, especially if you're not from the South, or you don't know much about the South, you have this thought of what it is. And then I wanted Black folks to hear from Black people, like, how
Right.
is the South? Like, this is a place you can come. And it's
Yeah.
not dowdy. It's not country like you thought it was. It's
No,
popping.
no.
It's popping. I mean,
Right.
everybody know about Atlanta. Atlanta's popping. Everybody know that.
Yeah.
But I promise you, Charlotte, they say Charlotte is hot. A lot of Black
Yeah.
people in Charlotte too.
Yeah.
But Charleston is coming. It's coming.
Yeah.
It
It
really is coming. They don't have the Black demographics, but it definitely has the aura. It has the
does.
stores. It has the
Mhm.
collective, and it has a lot of culture here. You
Yeah.
know, definitely a lot of culture here. So I just listen. I really appreciate you being a part of this series. I met a friend. You said thank you for being a friend. I met
Yeah.
a friend.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, we the two golden girls. We gonna hang out.
Right. As you know, you
we
queen.
definitely
Yeah, you Queen, I'm Regina. So we both are the same. Because Regina and Queen.
both
Yeah,
queens.
yeah.
That's right. We both queens. Yeah. So we definitely gonna hang out here, and especially for your birthday's coming up. We want to say happy pre-birthday to you.
Thank
And when
you.
you get back from your little birthday trip, we gonna celebrate. We gonna
Yes,
what we gonna do
ma'am.
with the fans? Hit it. What we gonna do with the fans?
Where them
Where them?
fans at? Where them fans at? Whoa, 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 I got my boots on the ground. Yeah. Yeah.
We gonna tear it up. I love
Yes,
that. I
we
love I
are.
can tell you to sing and you hit it. I love that. So we're gonna get our fans, we're gonna hang out, we're gonna get some good seafood, and we're gonna try
Yes.
I don't know about that cheese, but we're gonna try.
No, you're
We're
gonna
gonna
eat
paint
some
the town a
pimento
little.
cheese and pickled okra.
Oh the God, I don't know what the pickle local sis, but we're gonna try some different stuff, and you gonna have me around the low country. I just really appreciate you sitting with me, and when I called you, you was like, yeah. So
Yeah.
I just appreciate that and connecting with you, and you're such a light. What you do when people are traveling is it's like I don't know, it like turns the light bulb on. It's beautiful,
Yeah.
you know.
Thank
That's yeah. You come on that thing, and you set it off. Everybody ready to go there.
Yeah,
They
they
ready
be
to
waiting
fly.
on me. Yeah.
Yeah, so I hope I get you on my plane soon. I don't know. You're
Right.
gonna be gone this time when I fly this time, but the next time
Right.
I hope yeah, you on my plane in June. So we're gonna try to get that together in June
We'll
when
get
I
it
get up out
together.
of here. So
Yes.
listen, I always ask people to leave their jewels. So we need Regina's jewel. Inspire us, drop something on us.
I just know just from being a person that works around passengers that miss their planes or they're late or whatnot. And I always tell them it's always a reason. It's a reason why.
Mm,
And just go
mm,
with the flow of why it happened. Well, not worry about why it happened. Just know that it happened for a reason, and that reason was probably a good reason.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Sometimes you miss your plan, but you get your blessing.
Yes.
Wow, I like that because I've missed many. I miss, I miss many. So thank you for that. I'm gonna think about that when I miss a plane.
Right?
So that is really something because when you miss a plane, you be mad as hell.
You
You
do.
be
You be mad to death.
oh God.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you miss it because of the airport, and that's because of you. The airport
Right.
got problems, and they
Yeah,
will
but
not. I watched my plane sit on the tarmac, and they would not open that door. I was hot.
no, we would not do that. No, ma'am.
Oh, I was hot. So, so that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's for a reason. I
It's
love
for a
that.
reason.
So it's for a reason. So listen, thanks for coming to South Carolina. We're gonna keep you here. I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't leaving. So we love having you in South Carolina. I love having an implant. I think you're the only person who doesn't live here. So I wanted
Mhm.
who didn't live here, who didn't grow up here and now live here. So it was good to get your take on South Carolina. And listen, we introducing the Black South, and we just introduced Regina Cox. She is a native of Atlanta, Georgia, but now a inhabitant of Somerville, South Carolina, which is Dorchester County. So she's in the chuck on the outside of the chuck. But she here. She is here.
No,
So listen,
no, I'm not
yeah,
from Charleston. No, I'm not from Charleston.
you sound just like them. You sound just like. So listen, guys, y'all got to come down here and get some of this good Gullah Geechee, get some of this food, get some of this heat, hit the
Yeah,
beach, and experience this culture that's down here, them sweetgrass baskets and all the things that go on in the South. Get on the beach and get your suntan, get black up, like they say
yeah,
down here, down yeah. Come get black up down yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah.
welcome to the South. This is 2 of 4. We've had Regina Wilcox. I want to say to everyone, listen, have a great night. We will be on again on Wednesday. We got Boss Geechee Eats. We got the small business of the series. This young lady has a food truck and she's selling this. She's from South Carolina and she's selling this food all over the country on her truck. And so we're going to have her in on Wednesday. I want you guys to come on and see Toshiba Watson. But listen, we appreciate you, Sister Regina.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Fahi 55 said, let me put. I don't know who this is. They say you look great.
Thank you. Hey, boo.
Hey, boo. So listen, everyone, y'all have a good night, and we don't go nowhere, Regina. We out of here. Good
I'm here.
night. Let's get them
Bye.
deuces.
Let them fans at.
Uh, you a mess. Oh my